Use the wings of the flying universe, dream with open eyes, see in darkness. Don't only practice your art, but force your way into its secrets, for it and knowledge can raise men to the divine. Desperation is the raw material of drastic change. Only those who can leave behind everything they have ever believed and can hope to escape. Truth strikes us from behind and in the dark, as well as from before and in broad daylight. You know the minute you stop thinking about it, it'll happen. Some things in life are too complicated to explain in any language. It is better to walk in light than to dance in darkness. This is how the entire course of a life can be changed, by doing nothing. He who is not satisfied with a little is satisfied with nothing. The past is a place of reference, not a place of residence. The past is a place of learning, not a place of living. Every person, all the events of your life are there because you have drawn them there. What you choose to do with them is up to you. This place has only 3 exits, sir: madness and death. Happiness is not the absence of problems, it's the ability to deal with them. What we can change is our perceptions, which have the effect of changing everything. Waiting is painful, forgetting is painful, but not knowing which to do is the worst kind of suffering. People soon get tired of things that aren't boring, but not of what is boring. Vulnerability sounds like truth and feels like courage. Truth and courage aren't always comfortable, but they're never weakness. Time cannot put anything in your hands until you let go off the time. We have no right to just stand by and watch them tarnish our tomorrow. Life always involves some logic in its manifestations, and logic, as a rule, excludes the versatility of life from its considerations. Everything is funnier in retrospect, funnier and prettier and cooler. You can laugh at anything from far enough away. If we have no peace, it is because we have forgotten that we belong to each other. Don't be too timid and squeamish about your actions. All life is an experiment. The more experiments you make, the better. Until you step into the unknown, you don't know what you're made of. Every decent con man knows that the simplest truth is more powerful than even the most elaborate lie. If you would be a real seeker after truth, it is necessary that at least once in your life you doubt, as far as possible, all things. Life swings like a pendulum backward and forward between pain and boredom. Whatever you are looking for is also looking for you. You see, don't only look. Be available and ready when it shows up. How you spend your time is more important than how you spend your money. Money mistakes can be corrected, but time is gone forever. Luck is a word used to describe the success of people you don't like. A daily dose of daydreaming heals the heart, soothes the soul, and strengthens the imagination. Your pain is the breaking of the shell that encloses your understanding. You don't have to worry about burning bridges if you're building your own. I ask not for any crown, but that which all may win, nor try to conquer any world except the one within. When you go down in flames, let it be a blaze that illuminates your path forward, guiding you towards a new beginning. I believe in the fundamental truth of all great religions of the world. I do not believe anyone can be perfectly well who has a brain and a heart. The gods are fond of the cryptic and dislike the evident. Don't get set into one form, adapt it and build your own, and let it grow. Be like water. Don't waste your time in anger, regrets, worries, and grudges. Life is too short to be unhappy. The calling of an author is more than just to entertain, but also to share one's experiences with the world. Remember that a wish held fervently turns into belief, and a belief held diligently becomes reality. To live greatly, we must develop the capacity to face trouble with courage, disappointment with cheerfulness, and triumph with humility. There are 3 sides to every story: yours, theirs, and the truth somewhere in the middle. Everyone has his own reality in which, if one is not too cautious, timid, or frightened, one swims. This is the only reality there is. Only he who attempts the absurd is capable of achieving the impossible. Don't worry about the challenges. Get excited about the rewards of crushing them. Clean your home first before complaining about others. Poetry is just the evidence of life. If your life is burning well, poetry is just the ash. If you have joy in your heart, even the most mundane moments will become extraordinary. Anyone can hide. Facing up to things, working through them, that's what makes you strong. You are a work of art that cannot be fully captured in a single piece of paper. You are so much more than your resume. We have our dreams because without them we could not bear the truth. Too many people seem to believe that silence was a void that needed to be filled, even if nothing important was said. There's always something in it for the person who is allowing to be taken advantage of. Psychotherapist David and Type 1 Sociopath. The way of success is the way of continuous pursuit of knowledge. Play around. Dive into absurdity and write. Take chances. You will succeed if you are fearless of failure. People who work in an environment where doing their best is recognized have a better chance of feeling good about their work. Try not to become a man of success. Rather, become a man of value. Those who look for the bad in people will surely find it. He who binds to himself a joy does the winged life destroy, but he who kisses the joy as it flies lies in eternity's sunrise. Avoid loud and aggressive persons, they are vexations to the spirit. Be humble, for you are made of earth. Be noble, for you are made of stars. Life is not a matter of holding good cards, but of playing a poor hand well. Knowledge planted in truth grows in truth. Strength born of peace loses nothing to hate. We are supposed to call poison medicine, and we wonder why we're always sick. You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. You realize that our mistrust of the future makes it hard to give up the past. Behold the power of the truth. When people see its shadow on the wall, they don't want to take the time to look away. Be mindful. Be grateful. Be positive. Be true. Be kind. Life is infinitely stranger than anything which the mind of man could invent. If you ask me what I came to do in this world, I, an artist, will answer you. I am here to live out loud. Give it your all, because greatness awaits those who rise to the occasion with unwavering determination. Proclaim the truth and do not be silent through fear. Your heart is the size of an ocean. Go find yourself in its hidden depths. Make the most of yourself, for that is all there is of you. Desire is half of life. Indifference is half of death. The world is so full of a number of things, I'm sure we should all be as happy as kings. Life without any wonder left in it is flat and stale. He who takes offense when no offense is intended is a fool, and he who takes offense when offense is intended is a greater fool. We may place blame, give reasons, and even have excuses, but in the end, it is an act of cowardice to not follow your dreams. The truth will set you free, but first it will piss you off. The thorns we endure in life are but shadowed by the precious petals of a rosy outlook. There are some things that it is better to begin than to refuse, even though the end may be dark. Truth is what your contemporaries let you get away with. When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. Our lives can't be measured by our final years, of this I am sure. We may be small, and we may be young, but we will shake the world for our beliefs. Everything looks impossible initially, and then everything eases out gradually. Beginning is the key. I lie to myself all the time, but I never believe me. As for methods of prayer, all are good, as long as they are sincere. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. Sometimes you recognize truth because it destroys you for a bit. But even if we don't have the power to choose where we come from, we can still choose where we go from there. We can still do things. Imagining that you are deep and complex, but others are simple, is one of the primary signs of malignant selfishness. People who say that yesterday was better than today are ultimately devaluing their own existence. Do not presume that richness or poorness will bring you happiness. I am not an optimist, but a great believer of hope. The absence of the will to live is, alas, not sufficient to make one want to die. If you want to dine with perfection, you must toil with imperfection.